attempting target the first scenario in the Necropolis campaign for Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the board game. This is my second attempt after going on Board Game Geek and getting some developer/user clarification on how this works. I was playing it wrong. The AI heroes will move and discover tiles similar to the way I do, and as they discover tiles, I choose their rotation. They will still be moving toward me. We'll see if I can do it. This is going to be my legitimate attempt. Again, I'm choosing my starting bonus as draw cards from the spell deck until you find a spell card that deals damage, and add that to your hand and discard the rest. Now, the way I've been playing that is, because this is part of setup, I don't have a hand yet because I haven't started the game and it's not the first round. So whatever card I get in my hand, I can only draw 3 more when I draw my hand. Other than that, I think I'm ready to go. So let me just draw spell cards until there's a damage one, which is pretty quick. Fireball. So Fireball is going to be in my opening hand. And I start with a few skeletons and a few zombies. Let's see if I can win this time. Mission 1. Target. Sandro must fight his way past his old master and several other lords who want the artifacts he carries. Once in Deja, he will make allies and soon rise to the top of the Deja hierarchy. Yes, I had to look up how to pronounce that properly. Beginning with round 1. Dear Jedi, in the gloom chamber of his mansion, Sandro was looking outside the window. Deeply in thoughts, he was holding a letter from an old acquaintance. Sandro, my name is Jedi. Perhaps you remember me, if your memories are not clouded by your undead mind. We were students together under Ethric. By becoming a necromancer, you have completely shamed me, for it was I who introduced you to Ethric. I should have listened to him. From the start, he doubted your ability to wisely endure the burden of magical knowledge. Ethric told me of the 2 artifacts now in your possession. Know this, Sandro, you will not get past me on your journey to Deja. I have allied with the Rampart town up north, and they stand with me against you. I will take the artifacts from your rotting corpse and return them to Ethric. After reading it yet again, he crumpled the paper and turned around. Ah, there you are, he started. At last, I have the cloak of the undead king and the armor of the damned. My plans to take over Deja will now commence. Still, it seems Ethric, my old master, has finally tracked me down. The words, my old master, were uttered with a mockingly pompous tone. If not for the lacking muscles in his face, he would surely smirk there. He hasn't been too happy about me, continued Sandro. No, he was not happy about me becoming a necromancer, and he wants to remove the blight from his career. Ethric is no fool. He spread my word of my location to those who would stop me. Some of the old lords will want these artifacts for their own use. Others will wish to destroy them. The room was silent. The only noise was coming from the wind outside and the random cracking of wood in the fireplace. It does not matter. I will defeat these fools, soundly beat my master, and continue on to Deja, where they will appreciate my talents. You are awfully shy today, added Sandro after rushing to the table. Then he grabbed a lonely skull sitting on top of it. You were way more chatty last week, he finished while bursting into a sinister laughter. Then, with a sigh, he tossed the skull aside, losing all interest, and sat at the table littered with all kinds of crumpled papers and haphazardly put away scrolls. He snapped his bony fingers, at which a single skeleton came out of the shadows of the room with a tray. On top of it was a single quill pen. Dear Jedi, he started the letter, I have received your letter of warning. Am I supposed to run and hide, fearful of your vow to stop me? No, your threat only strengthens my resolve, for I will now use all of them to crush you and your troops. I will take these artifacts from Deja, where I shall use them to rise to the top of the Deja hierarchy. You and your pitiful little band cannot stop me. If you stand in my way, I will kill every living soul under your command and convert their undead bodies to my cause. P.S. By the way, thank you for introducing me to the powers of magic. Without your help, I would have never achieved such greatness. Sandro. After finishing his writing, he inspected every inch of the paper thoroughly. Then he crumpled the whole thing and tossed it angrily behind to start writing again. I, Sandro the Great, have received your letter of warning. Okay, and round 1 is a resource round. I don't get resources at the beginning of the round. There were no timed events. And if my tokens are all flipped and ready to go, discard any number of cards from my hand. I don't want to discard that fireball. Feel like I'm going to need it. Alright, hand limit is 4. So I get attack, knowledge, and Cloak of the Undead King. Okay, last time I bought a secondary hero right away because I underestimated how difficult and fast this was going to go. I've got 8 rounds to kill these two. I'm not going to buy a secondary hero. I am going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gold. Nope, I only got 3 building materials. Can't do that. So instead, I'm going to spend a movement point and go here, campfire, and I get an artifact. So I get to choose between the Recanter's Cloak or the Ever-Flowing Crystal Cloak. No hero. That's dumb. I'll take the Ever-Flowing Crystal Cloak, which I will, as an instant, gain a valuable. No. Yes. Don't start playing dangerous yet. Oops, I forgot the valuable I start with. Well, there's that. And we will do another movement point to go back to the center, and then we'll do a movement point to go to the valuables mine, the ore mine. And it is level 1, so just 1 bronze tier unit. I have 1 turn to defeat these things. Skeletons and zombies. I will be facing centaurs, and they have 7. And I almost forgot, before battle starts, I can recruit if I want to, which I will recruit these 3, 4, 5, 6, because more units is not going to hurt. I'll just put them there because I had already set up. So centaurs with initiative 7 go first. They will attack my skeletons, which have a defense of 1 at +1. So they do 3 against 1. It's 2 damage. My skeletons are dead. Fantastic. Okay. Wraiths are going to attack at -1, putting them at 2. 2 damage to the centaurs. Centaurs retaliate at 0. Do 2 back. Ooh. It's retaliation activation. I'm not going to be dumb here. I'm just going to cast the fireball to do a damage at the centaurs. I don't want to lose on the first battle, so I will also boost the attack of the zombies, putting them at 3. -1 is going to be 2 against defense of 0, just enough. So, yeah, that almost lost again right away. Stupid centaurs. Lost my skeletons. Okay. That is going to be an experience point, because it is the same level as me, so I do not level up. We are going to flag that mine, which gives me the income right away. My income goes up. And that is the turn. Round 2. Astrologer's round. Well, gotta get my round 2 title card. Actually, even before that, I have to move the AI hero. So we will go 1. He will spend a movement point. There's nothing to flag there. And then I will rotate it this way. 2, 3. Okay. This one will go 1, 2, and spend a move to discover. And nope, can't do that. Do it like that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now for round 2. It is an astrologer's round. Astrologers proclaim Week of the Friendly Beaver. If you draw this card on the first astrologer's round, discard it and draw another card. Okay. Astrologers proclaim Week of the Sleeved Weird. Okay. Week of Dead Silence. Nothing changes. Stupid. Alright. Hand limit of 4. I get power and knowledge. I could have discarded cards that I don't want. I've already seen the cards. Can't go back and discard it because I don't like what I got. That's not fair. So we will instead buy some stupid skeletons for 3. And man, I need that silver tier building. We will go spend a movement... Well, refresh your movement points, and your recruit token, which you just used, is done. We'll spend a movement point to go discover this tile. Ugh. Leave it like that. Spend a movement point to go up here to fight here. We will do skeletons, wraiths, zombies against halflings. Okay. Well, let's begin. They have 6. I'm going to have them shoot at the zombies. -1. So 1 against defensive 1 is nothing. Wraiths, 1, 2. An attack of 3. At -1 puts it at 2. Oh, roll 2 attack dice and resolve the higher one. Ignore combat penalties. Whoops. Say it would have been -1 either way. Okay. Remember the abilities of your units. It's retaliating at 0. That's 2 on the Wraith. And that's a retaliation. Skeletons. Gonna go at 0. 2 against defensive 0. That's enough to kill them. Okay. Nice quick battle. Didn't lose anybody, which is nice. And I leveled up. Now I can do 1 expert level ability. I can choose between either estates or learning. This one. I will do learning. Man. Okay, hand limit is still 4. I want to keep that, I think. We get the treasure die, which is what I rolled the wrong die. The resource die. I will take the artifact, which I would have now, and instead I'll add the resources, which I should have got from the campfire. I did that in the wrong order, but it's still early enough. 3 gold, so I get basically refunded on my skeletons. Okay, now it's the proper order. I rolled the wrong die. Hopefully it's not the end of the world here. Use a movement point to go here. That's going to be the round. Now I have to... I'm pretty sure the AI isn't going to just abandon everything to flag stuff, but I believe they move to flag, then keep going. So let me just look that up. And again, I did it wrong. So round 1, this one was here, this one was here, I believe. Yeah, I had him here. So round 1, he would have flagged that 1, 2, and then this one would have went here for round 1, flagged that 1. That'd be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So then round 2, which is where they are now, discovered. I'll still rotate them the same way. So that's 1 and 1, 2, 3. Flags that mine. 2, 3. Because they move toward me first when I'm not available. Then they move toward flaggable locations. If none of those are available, they move toward my town. So it slows them down a little bit. This is where we sit. Sorry about all those mistakes, but here we are now. And I think that is it for round 2. Round 3, resource round. So now my income of 10 gold and 2 building materials. 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 building materials. I'm just keeping it all as singles rather than dealing with 3s and 5 or 10s. I don't think there is any 5s. 3 10s, 20s. I will discard knowledge and knowledge in favor of drawing sorcery. I need a spell here. Come on. Okay, magic arrow. And I'm going to do something stupid here. Stupid. Real stupid. Okay. Flipping my movement points. Which I am going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The coin that I dropped. And 1, 2, 3 valuables. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 building materials to build my silver tier building, which I desperately need. Okay, now I can recruit silver tier units. I can't go past level 4 in this match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm buying liches. Desperately need some range here. And I don't have enough for the vampires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. But maybe 8, 9, 10. Still not enough if I went there. So we're going to spend a movement point to bold I charge, as me and my dad would say when we played the game. And usually it resulted in bold you die. So 2 bronze tier and a silver tier unit. I'm going to set up my liches in the front line so they don't have any penalties. I'm going to set up my zombies here, my skeletons, and then my wraiths. Okay, 2 bronze and a silver. Facing more centaurs, peasants, and genies. Okay. So we've got 9, 7, and 3. I do not like how I don't get a turn before any of these guys. It's going to be rough. There's too many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have the magic arrow. Unless I don't have pack skeletons. I am doing a take back. I am playing by myself. It was a dumb mistake. I wanted to draw more cards and get rid of the knowledge. I forgot that I am hand limit 4. Why am I explaining it? I'm just doing it because I'm playing by myself and this is hard. So, genies. 9. They will attack zombies at +1, so 4. But if it's a +1, gain +1 defense. So 4 against defense of 2. It's going to be 2. Retaliate at 0. 2 against defense of 1. Alright. Attacked. Retaliated. Centaurs. -1. So 1 against defense of 1 is none. Activated. Retaliated. 0. 2 against defense of 0. 2. Now I get to go. Okay. I will spend this. Alright. I will spend this as a... No, you know, I said I was going to do my take back to get that, but I wouldn't have known that that was happening. This was my hand. But I will play it right. What am I doing? I might as well just choose to win the battle, which I would have drawn this card and have one sorcery. But I wouldn't have known that that was coming. But it's going to be at power 1. As an instant, I'll spend this for power 2. Don't judge me on this battle. I'm really not purposely cheating. I can do 3 damage, which I will do to the genies, killing them, because I believe I can handle the centaurs. Genies are dead. I still have these. Liches. Shooting at the centaurs. They have an attack of 3. Against defense of 0, that's enough. Centaurs are dead. Sorry if I semi-cheated through this. I will not do it again the rest of the fight. And then centaurs. 5, 4, peasants. Wraiths. That rolled out. Reroll. -1. Okay. 2 against defense of 0. That's still enough. Man, those guys are terrible. Okay. Battle. A little bit rules bent. But we won. And I did not use my expert ability, so I will flag this mine, which gives me 3, 4, 5 gold right away. This was a level 3 encounter, which is a level above me, so I will level up, but I will spend this as an expert. Advance their experience level by an additional level, then remove this card. So I am at level 4 now, which means I get to get my level 4 ability into my hand. And I get to check the ability deck, which is going to be... Okay, I guess it's necromancy that I'm choosing. Play after winning combat other than a quick combat. You can reinforce silver or bronze tier units of your choice for half the cost rounded down. Play after winning a combat other than quick combat. You can reinforce any unit for half the cost rounded down. That's the same thing. Oh, reinforce any unit. Silver or bronze. Well, that's kind of dumb. I don't have a citadel yet. I can't reinforce. But now enemies will flee in terror of me, and I can do a little bit more gathering. So we used a movement point to go there. Use a movement point to go here and get 3 gold. And we will use a movement point to discover this tile, which will be, yeah, we'll get another town. Perfect. Okay, that's the end of this round. This guy goes here to flag this. That's 1. 2, he technically visits this location. And then we'll do 3, he will flip this. And he will go, we'll set this mine way off to the side there, so he has to move. Okay, 1 visits that. They don't actually use what they visit unless it's like a bonus movement point, is what I was told. This one will go here for 2, and then 3. Send him off to that side for a mine. And I believe thus ends the round. Round 4, Astrologer's Round. Flip my tokens first. This should be flipped. Alright, and the build one because I built the silver tier. Man, sloppy. Astrologers proclaim Week of the Battalion's Stallion. Until the next Astrologer's Round, each hero gets +1 movement. Uh-oh. That's good for me and bad for me. So we'll just spend a movement here. They flee in terror because I'm level 4. So I flag this building, which I will increase my valuables production, which I believe I get right away because I'm the first to flag it. Yep. So to mark that I get the valuables production, I get that, then I get a valuable. Okay, now with my extra movement, 8 gold, 5 building material. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for trade, I want to purchase 2 for 1. 1, 2, 3. I will go to the trading post and buy 3, because my income, that'd be 3. Next round will be 4, 5. So I'll buy 2. 2 building material. Okay, that's the trading post visited. I will then that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and with movement 4, I will go here. They flee in terror because I'm higher level. Artifact deck. Mystic Orb of Mana or Ever-Pouring Vial of Mercury. I'll take the Mystic Orb of Mana, because I don't think I'll be getting gold tier units this game, and I'm going to need to fight. Nope. I'm going to take the Ever-Pouring Vial of Mercury, which I will immediately spend and remove to gain 2 more valuables. That's that round for me. I can't place this one like that. He's got to be able to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's also visited. 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though I'm sending them to other mines and stuff, they're still going to both reach me right away. I have to run away. Okay. That's it. Round 5, resource round. And I will just be getting 10 gold, 2 building materials, and 1 valuable. So instead, I'll take the valuable, 3, 4, 5 building materials, and only get 2 gold to build my citadel, which now I can promote my units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't have enough. I have to buy the vampires. I was going to promote them to pack. Promote the liches to pack, but I will get rid of necromancy. I will get rid of these 2 cards. 1, 2, and let me shuffle. 3, 4, 5. Okay. I want to get to one of these heroes before they strengthen in the next round. I know it's probably going to follow up with an attack from the other one, but we'll see. Okay. Here we go. 1, to discover. Nope, can't do that. Can't block them off. So I have to do it this way. They can both get to me. It's going to be a fight after a fight. So here we go. 2. Wait. Hold on. Selling gems for gold. So 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Still wouldn't be enough to boost my liches. So yeah. I'll go for 1, 2, and then my third movement will go to the Witch's Hut. And I believe it's 1 card off the top of the ability deck. Yeah, and I can put it into my hand or discard pile. Luck. Stupid. I don't want that. That's dumb. Not helpful. And I never entered a field with an obelisk, so... Something seems wrong there, like I should have had an obelisk. Because there's a story section, but it doesn't really matter, because there was one here, so... I think I set it up right, but I'm not on there. So, instead, I will end my turn, and we will do... this one here, 1, 2, and they will meet me in battle, but before I do that, I have to read a story section. They never learn. Jadeite has become quite a powerful lord, as well as a powerful warlock. You have learned he is a man of his word and has never backed down from a battle. You wonder if going into combat against a former friend will affect his strategy. After all, both sides have the advantage of knowing exactly what and how the other will act in battle. Your scouts bring you a message. Pretending to care of what matters they deem to be important, you listen to their babble about the incoming enemy army. Looks like no matter how long people live, they never learn. As long as they live. Alright, when entering a map tile as an enemy hero for the first time, roll an attack die, +1. The enemy is Shiva and the other is Jadeite. -1. This enemy is Jadeite and the other is Shiva. And re-roll on 0. So basically I'm seeing who I get to go against first. -1. I am fighting Jadeite. Well, here goes. Battle is set up against Jadeite, and he's at 8, 7, and 6. So he gets to go before me on all 3 counts. Great. Minotaurs are going to start. They get +1 attack. They are going to go to my zombies. With an attack of 5, I know how this battle is going to go. At +1, gives the zombies an extra defense, which puts them at 2. So 6 does 4, kills my zombies. Activation. This is done. Alright. Evil Eyes. Use a skill. So I put a black cube on here. That one's done. They will attack. They attack same tier units. So they're going to go for my skeletons. 3 -1 is 2 against defensive 1. 1 damage to the skeletons. Medusa are silver tier, so they will shoot at my liches with a penalty. Nope, ignore combat penalty against... oh, adjacent units, okay. Alright, -1. She has to take the -1 result. 3 against defensive 1. It's going to be 2, and they are activated. I was doing so good, too. Cast a spell. Draw a spell card and cast it on the unit with the highest defense in the AI's army. If it increases. Which I forgot to prepare the spell deck of Stone Skin and 2 magic arrows. So that's going to be 1, 1. I will cast it on the vampires, I guess. Do a damage to the vampires. Now I get a turn. Which is going to be my vampires. So the Medusa have 4, Evil Eyes have 3. That's going to be their spell deck. I can't move that. Okay. Select 2 adjacent spaces. That would be 3 damage if I can cast this at 4. 1, 2, 3. And discard this. And put this at 4 power, which will do select 2 adjacent spaces and deal damage to units in these spaces. So I will deal 3 damage to each of these spaces, dropping the evil eyes down to few, and dropping the Medusas down to 1 hit point left. Then I'll play Knowledge at my 2nd expert level. Well, that'd be, yeah. Because that would be, oh, yeah, 2nd expert level. Play this card after casting a spell. Instead of discarding the spell card, take it back into your hand. During combat round, your spell limit increases by 1. So I'll put Fireball back into my hand. And I will cast it at 0 power. Again, since I'm allowed to increase my spells by 1. And I will blast the Medusas down to few and deal 1 damage to the evil eyes. Oh, man. Liches. Do I want to do the Liches? Yes. Liches are going to attack the Minotaurs. I will give them +1 attack. So 3, 4, 5. 5 against defensive 2 is 3 damage. Okay. That's them. Vampires. I believe the vampires are going to be the only thing that can take out these Minotaurs. So they will go here. Attack the Minotaurs at 4. So 4 against defensive 2 is going to be 2 damage, dropping them down to few. They retaliate. +1. 5 does 4, kills my vampires. Well, even if I win this battle, I'm going to lose against Shiva because I don't have an army. So, Wraiths are going to be next. And we will 1, 2, 3. We'll attack the evil eyes. No, we'll attack the Minotaurs. 3, 2 against defense of... Oh, yeah, they retaliated because of the vampires. 2 against defense of 2 does nothing. Should have attacked the evil eyes. What a waste. 1, 2, 3. That is going to be the round. Yep, I'm going to lose this fight. This isn't a neutral battle. This stays on there. So I don't spend a movement point to keep it going. So 6, 5, and 5, and 6. Okay. Liches will go first, and we will shoot the Medusa. No, the evil eyes. At -1. So 2 against defensive 0. That's still enough to kill them. That's an activation. Minotaurs, they will attack the skeletons. 0, actually, first. They will cast a spell, which is Magic Arrow, which I will do to the Liches. I might as well just end this now. Man, the scenario is hard. So now they will attack the skeletons. Doesn't matter what they roll, because even at a -1, these guys are dead. Because that would be 3 against defensive 1, which is 2. So they are dead, and that is going to be that for them. Wraiths are going to attack the Medusa at -1. 2 against defensive 1 is 1. Medusa retaliates. Roll an attack die. Okay, -1, 2. And on a -1, or 0, target is paralyzed. Okay. Anyway, Medusa are going to go. I believe that since their pack ability is they ignore combat penalty against adjacent units, I think they get a combat penalty, but doesn't matter. I'm going to lose. Because even at a -1, they would do 2 against that. They're dead. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. But it also matters that they use the skill, so that's that. I'm dead. I am first. Liches at +1. Because even if I retreat, I go to an empty field and the other guy can get to me. Or I go to the previously visited field, which would be here, so it'd be 1, 2, 3. She could get to me. Shiva could. I'm just going to pass. I can't. Even if I kill, he resurrects. So at 0, does 4. My Lich already had 3. He's dead. Yeah. I lost. Again, this scenario is difficult. However, I will say that this has been a fun run through each campaign so far. I'll probably be playing Heroes of Might and Magic again if I am able next September, or the upcoming September of 2025 when I get more expansions. And I'll go through these all again. Hopefully by then I can actually beat this one. But it is time to try some other games. This has been awesome. Even with all the advice on how to work the enemy AI, I still failed. I think I should focus on increasing my units to packs or something else. Don't know what I did wrong. But that was awful. Anyway, the end.